What's going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? Gonna be doing some live player reviews today, guys. This isn't gonna be a very long stream. Just gonna do like a pack opening and review all the new players that we currently know about. And then, you know, maybe just hang out for a few minutes and kind of chat and talk. I'm not gonna. I may do another stream later tonight. I don't know. But I don't have like a ton of time to like play a game or anything like that. But we are going to do these player reviews. I just thought it'd be more interesting if I did the player reviews live. That way you guys would have some input and stuff like that. And I have created a new formula to do. I've actually created, like, it's not really a formula. It's just like I'm waiting like what means what when it comes to the fag, and then I'm adding it up to get a fag. It's still going to churn out like a similar like type of number or whatever, but it's just how I get there. I'm changing it up a little bit, so I feel like it'll be a little bit more consistent. Because I've kind of went back through the gay, I forget, what is that, like the grade assessment yearbook or something like that. And the fags were all just kind of, I don't know, they were just kind of inconsistent. And I wasn't a huge fan of how I was getting there. So I'm trying to get to my Twitch channel right now, and I'm gonna go to my YouTube channel and so I can get the chat and everything, because the restream chat, man, it just isn't like it just isn't great. So, does it even have me live right now? Okay, YouTube does. YouTube has me live. Okay, and there are 2 people watching. That's cool. Let me move this up so I can. What's up, Mario Maletic? How you doing, dude? Bone Boy, it does. You're here. Okay, yeah. Okay, I see. What's up, everybody? Okay, got 5 people watching here. I'm gonna wait just like a few minutes to let some people get in here before we start. Yeah, dude, I'm live. We're doing live player reviews. That's what we're doing today. We're not gonna be doing any like games or anything right now, just because I don't have time. But I may like come back later on tonight and stream some gameplay or whatever. But I just thought it would be fun. Player review video. This will be archived as the player review. I don't know. I haven't really decided if I'm gonna do like do it this way or do it the previous way and just do it like that, or if I'm just gonna do all of them live from now on. I haven't really decided yet. You know, we'll see. But right now, I just thought it'd be kind of fun to do these player reviews, do them live, let you guys have some input and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do right now. Notification. I don't know what you mean, Nationals Nation, by saying notification. That your whole deal just kind of rhymes right now, dude. But yeah, looks like we're getting some people in here though. That's cool. Kind of a weird time in the day to be streaming, I guess. No, the Benzoberist has not hit the ticket counter yet, but I have seen his attributes and everything, and I'm gonna pull that up right now on the Show Nation. Actually, let me go ahead and do that. He's not all of that. Like, I like him, and I could definitely see putting him on my team. Probably not as a starter, probably more as like a bench guy. But I don't know. I guess I was expecting maybe a little too much. I don't know. But I wasn't like super pumped with the Benzoberist card. God, I fucking hate this chair. It sucks so bad. It sucks so bad. And guys, sorry I haven't streamed in a while. I've just been kind of sick. I'm still kind of sick. I'm still kind of congested. I've had like a real sicky feeling lately, and that's why I didn't put out a video for a while too. But I don't really feel like super sick anymore. I'm just like, I still have like some congestion built up in me. Do we know any stats about the King Felix? Yeah. Do you want to see that real quick? The King Felix and the Ryan Sandberg have been discovered. You could have seen it on the Show Nation before, but they have been discovered. Somebody has already completed that program, which is crazy because I've grinded some of it, and it feels like I haven't even put a dent into it. Like that, it must have been like hours and hours and hours of just playing. But this is the King Felix right here. So it's a pretty cool, yeah, it's a pretty cool card. You know, it reminds me a lot of the one from last year. And I really like that card too. So I like, he's a guy who would probably, you know, definitely crack my rotation. One thing I will say is that I looked on Daddy Leagues and he doesn't throw that hard. Like, it had him at like 92 and he has 77 velocity, so all I could figure was that most of his velocity is on his sinker. So, I mean, if he throws his sinker at 92, 93, something like that, that's pretty good. So I'm not too worried about the whole velocity thing. You know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, let me see if the restream chat. Okay, yeah. The Restream chat seems to be working and everything. Guys, if you're watching me on Twitch, you know, if you don't mind, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Beanie Antics. And if you're on my YouTube channel, Beanie Antics, I'd really appreciate it if you went and gave me a follow over at Twitch at USM Baseball 1. Just a quick little reminder before we get into these player reviews and stuff. And I've bought some packs that we're going to be opening a little bit later. I bought a 10 bundle, a 20 bundle, and a few bases loaded packs that we are going to be opening later on. But okay, so I'm going to explain how I'm getting to where I'm getting with my fag. This is a definite change. This is not how I was doing it before, but the way I'm doing it now, I've changed the formula a little bit. And for position players, I broke it down into their hit tool, their fielding tool, like their glove, and then their speed. And then for each position, I weighted it. So like for left fielders, I weighted it at like 60 hit, 30 glove, and 10 speed. So I'm gonna, you know, grade his hit tool 1 out of 60, and then grade his glove 1 out of 30, and then grade his speed 1 out of 10. And then, you know, once I get that, add it up and I guess divide it by 10, and that'll be his fag. That'll give him a fag of like a 1 out of a 10. And then, you know, for center fielder, and right fielder, it's 40, 40, 20. I may change that for the right fielder. For third base, it's 45, or third, short, and second, it's 45, 35, 20. For first, it's 75, 15, 10. For catcher, it's 50, 40, 10. And then for pitchers, it's the per-nines, the pitch selection, and the stuff. And then relievers and starters, I did a little bit differently, just a tad bit. But we'll kind of get to that as we find the players. We'll just kind of plug in these formulas and everything, and we'll churn out a fag. So Blyleven is a 10 for sure. I don't know about all that noise. His pitch selection would be like a fucking 0. His pitch selection is terrible, man. But anyways, oh shit, I just went backwards. Just a second. Okay, there's the formulas, and here are the players. Okay, we're gonna start out with the least exciting guy, and we're gonna kind of work our way up. Everybody that I'm reviewing today is a diamond except for this first guy, I believe. Is that right? Yeah. Everybody is a diamond except for this first guy. And the first guy that we're going to be reviewing is the 86 overall Jackie Bradley. Okay, so he's a center fielder. So that means, I believe, that he is going to have a 40, 40-40-20 scale. So we're going to grade 1 out of 40 for his hitting, 1 out of 40 for his fielding, and then 1 out of 20 for his speed. So let's start with his speed. He's pretty quick for a center fielder, but he doesn't have great stealing, and I kind of take those two together. Let's see. What's up, Beanie? Did you like the logo? Devil Duck. Oh, yeah, guys. By the way, I'm going to do a shout out like in an isolated video for you two. Guys, go subscribe to Devil Duck 996. Go subscribe to his channel. He created me a cool little logo. I don't know, it was more of like a... It was almost more like a meme than a logo, but it was really cool, and I'm definitely planning on using it like in a video or something like that, and it was really cool, and I was really appreciative that he took the time and effort to do that. It really, you know, it honestly, it meant a lot to me, that, you know, somebody was that cool to do that. And he also has a YouTube channel where he makes MLB The Show content and stuff like that. I've watched a couple of his videos, and it's pretty good. So yeah, if you want to, you know, check him out, make sure you go do that. Again, it's Devil Duck, one word, 996. Hey, what's up, John Chiappa? God, that's almost John Chiapet. God, if you would have just added the T at the end of that, that would have been Chiapet. I would almost like you 100% more if your last name was Chiapet. But anyways, okay, but let's start off with a Jackie. He has good speed. Where's my pen? Because I gotta... here it is. Okay. We're gonna start out with the speed. Let's break this down one by one. His speed as a 77, that's good. I think that deserves out of 20. I think that deserves at least like an 8 all by itself, and then, you know, add in the stealing, which isn't that great, and I would like give that maybe a 6, because I weight speed just like a little bit more than stealing. So I think I'm gonna give his speed 1 out of 20. I think I'm gonna give it a 14. Not great, not bad, you know, just above average for a center fielder or whatever, but not, you know, that's definitely not gonna be his carrying tool. So we're gonna put that at a 14. And then his glove is good. His glove is definitely what makes his card pretty appealing. You know, the only thing that he's not very good at is arm accuracy, and that's not, like, who really cares? Like, if you use button accuracy, that's not really gonna, you know, hurt you too much if you're good with it, I guess. But he has a good arm strength, you know, that's pretty tough to find out in center field. He has good reaction to go along with his speed. He has good fielding. This guy is going to be a solid defender for you out there. And out of 40, I think he definitely would have to, you know, kind of, I think he's definitely in the upper percentiles, like probably 80, 85th, 90th percentile of defenders. So with that being said, I kind of think that he deserves, I don't know, around a 35 defense. I don't know, maybe a 32, something like that. Dude, I saw that CP3... Dude, thank you, J-High. I appreciate that, dude. Yes, I saw that CP3 got traded to the Rockets. What do you guys think? If you guys have any input on this, we're grading his fielding 1 out of 40 right now, and I'm thinking that about a... I don't know, maybe a 3.5 is a little high. I'm going to say a 3.2. I'm gonna grade or a 32, not a 3.2, but a 32. So we're gonna grade his fielding at a 32, and then his hitting. His hitting is not awesome. Against righties, it's good, but against lefties, he's basically a platoon player and not a very good one at that. Like 70-86 is above average. It's, you know, it'll get the job done for you, but that's not really special or anything like that. Maybe like for an event or something, Battle Royale maybe, this guy might be effective at the plate for you. I don't know. He also has low vision. Any hitting tips? I'm actually gonna make a video about that, Chiapet. I've thought about that because a lot of people have asked me about that, about breaking out of slumps and stuff. So we're going to do that. But for his hitting, 1 out of 40, I think you kind of have to grade this guy pretty harshly. So I'm going to say is he above average? I think he's kind of right at average, maybe slightly above. So I think I'm going to grade his hitting at a 22. 20 would be average, so I think 22 is about right. So when you put all that together, you add 22 to 32, so 54, 68. That churns out a FAG of a 6.8 for this guy. So a 6.8 FAG for Jackie Bradley Jr. I think that's right. He's a good defender. He has some speed, and he can hit righties. So that's definitely an above average player. So I think a 6.8 is about right. Let's see, how far are we in? We just started, Tyler DeGroff. We just started. This is this was the first player. Chia Pet, my friends call you that. That's funny, John. But yeah, Jackie Bradley, we gave him a 6.8. Just as a good defender, his defense kind of carried him in that, plus the above average speed or whatever, and the fact that he hit righties. I think a 6.8 is about right. So the next guy I guess we can move on to is Adrian Gonzalez. I'm grading first baseman. The formula for them is 75, 15, 10. So this could be not good for Adrian. So let's start with his speed. That's not that interesting for a first baseman. He's not fast at all. I'm just going to give him 1 out of 10. I'm going to give him a 1. That's all he's getting. He's not getting any higher than a 1 on a speed. Bad stealing. He's going to be a liability on the base paths. Okay, fielding, 1 out of 15. This guy, for a first baseman, this is pretty elite for a first baseman fielding wise. I'm not, it would have to be pretty damn special for me to give him like a full 15. So I'm not going to do that. I think I'm going to give him a 14 for his fielding. I think that's about right. Feel free to disagree with that, but I think 14 for 89 fielding and a good arm for a first baseman, that's pretty good. So I think the only thing that kind of keeps it from being perfect is the low reaction, and reaction can be really important over there at first base sometimes. So I think that's about right, a 14. And then for his hitting, he's just not that good of a hitter for a first baseman. Grading him 1 out of 75. I mean, for a first baseman, this is average. This isn't that good at all, really. If you're getting a left-handed first baseman, you want that guy to be 90 plus, almost everything with good vision. Hey, Beanie, why wouldn't you pay attention to the Twitch chat? Am I missing stuff in the Twitch chat? I don't think I am. All I see... Let me close this ad real quick. I've only gotten like 6 messages, 6 chats in the Twitch. The way I'm reading the chat is through the Restream app. So it's been kind of inconsistent for me, but I don't know. It seems like it seems like I'm getting everything. I just went to the website and I had only gotten 6 messages, so I don't think they did that. What's up, Cham? I don't know what happened with the Kershaw. Everybody kept messaging me saying there was a Kershaw. I never saw it, so I don't know. We're not going to be reviewing him today because he's not in here. But anyways, for his hitting, Double Duck, you've had good sex. You picked up that, yeah, dude. I would not pick. I do not recommend getting this Adrian Gonzalez. This is a miserable card to spin your tickets on. Not a good card at all to spin your tickets on. Like, if you could get him for free somehow and not have to waste any resources, maybe. But I'm not a big fan of this card. And as a hitter, 1 out of 75, maybe a 40. I'm going to give this guy a 40. So, slightly above average hitting for a first baseman, but not good. Like, this is not that impressive of a card. So I'm going to give him a 40. And you add everything up, and that churns out a FAG of a 5.5. So above average, but I'm not too impressed with this card. Honestly, I think 5.5 may even be a little high, but he's a good hitter. But for a first baseman, you want a great hitter. So yeah, that's the Adrian. I guess we'll move on to the other. Well, I think we're going to do the Ben Zobrist last because nobody has unlocked him yet on on the game, so I'm going to have to do it from the Show Nation, and you're not going to be able to like see his attributes. I'll tell you what they are and everything, but you're just not going to be able to visually see them. But I guess let's move on to the two the two pack, the two guys that you can pack from this new content update, and that's the Bert Blyleven and the Jose Reyes. Let's start out with the Reyes. Okay, so this card is interesting. I like this card. I'm not a hater of this card by any stretch. We're gonna, I think, shortstop. Okay, yeah, shortstop is 45, 35, 20. Let's start out with his speed. His speed, on a scale of 1 to 20, is very, very, very good. 97, 91. You know, it's not 99, 99. It's not like Lou Brock territory or D. Gordon or Jonathan Villar territory, but it's damn close. So out of 20, I think I got to give this Jose Reyes a 19. I don't think I can go, any lower or higher. I think it's just a definite 19. And then for fielding, he's solid, but not great. So 1 out of 35. I mean, what do you give that? He's almost a live downgrade of Freddie Freeman. Yeah, that's, what's good, Benny? You need to live stream weekly, dude. I want to do it even more than that. Thank you, MCNZ18. That's sick. 24 for fielding. You think so, Instincts? A 24, 1 out of 35, and you're saying a 24. I mean, he doesn't really have any holes, but he's just not like elite, and his speed would kind of make his fielding and reaction play up. I think I'm gonna go a little heavier than you on the fielding. I think I'm gonna go 27. He's not elite, but he is about as good as you can be without being elite. So I'm gonna go 27 on the fielding. But I think you're kind of in the right ballpark. I think anywhere from like 23 to 30 would be acceptable. I'm just gonna go kind of in the middle of that, on the higher end of that, and go 27. Hitting. Okay, he automatically 1 out of 45. He automatically gets points for being a switch hitter. Particularly a switch hitter that hits both sides okay. He's not deficient versus either side. No, dude, the 97 Buster Posey is not good at all. He sucks versus righties. Guys, always look at shit like that. Like, if a guy is a 99 overall, but he sucks versus right-handed pitching, you're going to be disappointed with him. Always. You're always going to be disappointed with that guy, because you just don't see lefties enough for that guy to shine through. But hang on to that Posey maybe, because, maybe they come out with a Joe Mauer with heavy splits and you can platoon him. Something like that. I mean, he has value, but he's not going to be, I don't think he's going to be play like a 97 overall against righties. He's going to play more like an 89 or 90 or something like that. But, okay, but for Jose Reyes' hitting, he automatically gets points for being a switch hitter that hits both sides okay. The problem is that he doesn't hit righties as well as he hits lefties. He has a little more pop, but way less contact. But for a shortstop, for a speedy shortstop, anything above like 50 to 55 power is good. That's not like a knock on him or anything like that, his lack of power. This is a tough guy. The fact that he hits lefties better kind of detracts points. The fact that he's a switch hitter kind of adds points. So at 1 out of 45, I think like a 28 to 30 would be pretty good. This is tough. Any 28 to 32 maybe. I'm just gonna go right in the middle of that, and I'm gonna give him a 30. I'm gonna give him a 30, and we're gonna see what that puts him at. I have a feeling it's gonna be a little light. Let's see. 57. 57, 67, 76. So 7.6. Does that feel right for you guys for this card? A 7.6 fag. It feels right for me. Yes, Mr. Smooth, I would definitely sell and get the 95 Posada. Dude, Roy Oswalt is dirty. No, we have not reviewed the King Felix yet. We have not. What do you guys think about the 7.6 for Jose Reyes, though? I'm kind of iffy on it. I think it's kind of low, maybe a little high. You think? Yeah, I think 7.6 I think is all right. I think that's pretty good, a 7.6. You know, I'm always wishy-washy on these. Like, I just, sorry. Like I always set like a number, and I always come out to it, and like the way I get there I agree with, but then once it comes out I'm like, man, dude, I don't know, he just doesn't seem this good, or he seems better or something. I don't know. Should you be selling Live Series Felix? If you want the 98, don't sell, because you have to have that card. If you're wanting to make some stubs and apply them elsewhere and you don't plan on doing the program, sure, do it. You can make some decent stubs off of it. Oswald's so easy to get. Yeah. Keeper, sell Tony Perez. I would sell. He doesn't play a premium position. He doesn't like have good. He's a good hitter. But yeah, he's not. Who's the best player through the All-Star in the All-Star program? You mean like in the who is the best All-Star like category player in the game? Ooh, I don't know. That's tough. Let's look. Let's look and see. That's an interesting question. All-Star. It's definitely not Kimbrel. Miggy, I guess, would have an argument. Cano, maybe. Cano is pretty good. Winfield is pretty good. I don't know. There are a lot of guys who are just kind of falling that pretty good range, but no like amazing. And there are other players. These are just the ones that are available on the market. Actually, no, this isn't a hard question at all. It's the 99 Andre Dawson. No doubt about it. 99 Andre Dawson, best player in the All-Star program. No doubt about it. Oh, yeah. If he had 90-plus contact versus righties, he would be much higher. Much higher. Yes, I 100% agree with that, Jeffrey. 5 9-inning games with flashback cues to get impact veteran innings. Yeah, you'll get there, dude. Little feels right, but for me it's a little high. He gets a lot of balls, but his arm strength doesn't allow. I mean, his arm strength is okay. I mean, it's about like Cal Ripken Jr.'s arm strength. Dawson, yeah, Dawson for sure. Oswalt is a righty. He's a right-handed. I use him as a sinker baller, and he's very effective for me in that capacity. Greinke All-Star, no chance. I'm not a big fan of that Greinke card. How do I feel about Tony Gwynn? I like the Gwynn. It's pretty good. The Gwynn is okay. I sold mine because outfield is just so oversaturated. And, you know, I like power guys in my outfield, but he's not bad. I like that card. The Live Series Kershaw, yeah. Kershaw is one of those weird guys. You don't give him a flashback. I mean, you can give him a flashback, but his flashback is never really going to be better than his Live Series version, unless they gave him, like, a sinker or something like that. Mike Trout, on the other hand, I could see them giving Mike Trout a better card than his Live Series. Have you tried Flashback Rodney? No, but I want to. I loved Fernando Rodney from last year. He was awesome. I hope Doolittle is a good relief pitcher with at least 4 pitches on his card. That way he can take. He'll probably be okay, but I don't think he's gonna have 4 pitches. I think he's gonna be fastball, curveball, changeup. That's what he's been for like the longest time. How close am I to Pepe? I am. Yeah, you guys can see my program thing here. I'm at 53% but I still have 13% that I can get from the events wins and the ranked seasons wins, so that'll take me to 66. I'm almost done with this Nelson Cruz, so that'll take me to 69. And then this will take me to 80, and then that'll take me to 95. So once I complete all that stuff, which should be, you know, within the month for sure, that'll take me to like 95%, and then it'll just be like one more program or something that I'll have to complete to get there. Best catcher in the game, a lot of different opinions on that. No, I'm not a big fan of the Greinke card. He's okay. I'm just not a huge fan. What's up, the Beast? Magunsky, you really have to utilize that changeup. VMart, maybe? Yeah, a lot of people would vehemently say VMart, and then a lot of people would say there's no way I would ever use him at catcher because people really like catcher defense. I'm not one of those people. I think catcher defense is overrated. But yeah, so, you know, that's a tough question though. Maybe one of the Posadas. I don't know. Whenever the 99 Joe Mauer comes out, that's the answer to the question. It'll be him. Okay, now let's move on to the Bert Blyleven card. Everybody's favorite pitcher, Bert Blyleven. Everybody loves him. In every rotation in the game, if you don't have him, you're a loser. Definitely a 10 fag. Nah. Okay, the way that we're doing pitchers, starting pitchers, is we're doing it based off of per nines, pitch selection, and stuff. And by stuff, I mean like his velocity and break. So this guy is going to get hammered on pitch selection. I'm just going to say that right off the bat. Oh, and the way it works is it's weighted 35 for per nines, 40 for pitch selection, and then 25 for stuff. So 35, 40, 25. So let's start out with his per nines. His per nines are okay. His per nines are fine. He hits that 155 threshold that I look for. He's what, 164. That's very good for a starter. You know, they're not elite. So I can't give him a 35. Is that what it is? The 35? Yeah. I can't get, hey Piper, my dog just walked in. I can't give him a 35 Piper based off that. Because he's not elite, but he is very good. So, a 27, I'm thinking, for his per nines, a 27. Okay, now for pitch selection, which is graded 1 out of 40. This is where this card is going to get fucked, because he's basically a two-pitch pitcher. He has fastball and a curveball. You know, yeah, he has 2 fastballs, and yeah, he has 2 curveballs, but in reality, he has 2 pitches. And they're not very good pitches. So, like, I almost want to give this guy a 0 for pitch selection. I really do. I almost want to give him a 0. But just because there is, like, this one guy in the world right now who thinks that having a 12-6 and a curveball is some nasty thing and they're going to use him and it'll probably work for him or something, I don't know. Just because getting a 0 is virtually impossible with me, because I think that you can get like some sort of utility and figure out some creative way to use him, I'm going to give him a 5. And that's probably high. That's probably 500% too high. But I'm going to give him a 5. And I don't feel good about it. It makes me sick, but a 5. Okay. And then stuff, we're weighing at 25%. So, it's going to take a while, Cleveland. It just depends on how often you want to grind it out. Alex Gordon is really underrated. Yeah, Alex Gordon, he was a Beanie's pick in one of my player review episodes. I love that card. Considered, I see that I would have considered looking for a dominant, nasty lefty starting pitcher. I've narrowed it down to Alex Wood looks pretty cool. I would go Alex Wood over Guidry. Definitely not. Yeah. I don't know, Double Duck. This is just a weird card, guys. If they would take his 12-6 and make it a changeup, this card would be okay. He'd be okay, but they didn't, so fuck me. Cleveland, you're out of your mind if you think I'm giving this card a 6.9. You are out of your damn mind. But 1 out of 25 for his stuff. Okay, he has 99 breaks. I think that I should, just based off that, give him 10 out of 25. And then how far does his velocity get him? Not very far. I'm going to say... Actually, I'm not going to give him a 10. I'm going to give him like a 6 based off of his break because it's just on fucking curveballs. And then for his velocity, I'm going to give him like 4. I'm going to give him a 10 out of 25 on stuff. His stuff is just not very good. I understand it's mixed with pitch selection and stuff like that, but it's just not very good. So I'm going to give him a 10 there. And that churns out a fag of a 4.2. So Bert Blyleven, a well below average pitcher. He is saved by his hit and K per 9, like from being just atrocious, but he's just not good. He's just not good enough. Yeah, 4.2, Hunt. There is no velocity yet. Definitely should not be a 99. I agree. Yeah, he's just... Wait, did you really guess it? Oh, that was a guess. That was a guess. Okay, I thought you were... Yeah, that comes out to a 4.2. I can't give him any higher than a 4.2. This card is trash. He's garbage. I honestly, I can't even believe that SDS... Piper no piping. That's funny. I can't even believe that SDS saw this card or like made this card and were like, oh dude, this is going to be the sickest 99 overall. Let's make him 99 overall. Let's give him like boost his home run per 9 and his stamina and his fielding and all this. And let's make him a 99 overall and everybody's going to want him and he's going to be just tearing it up for everybody with those fucking 2 curveballs and those 2 fastballs. You're going to be hitting and you're going to be like, oh shit, what's coming? What's coming? Is it a 4-seam? Oh no, it's a 2-seam. Oh man, I really hope he hits me with a nice little curveball right now. Oh god, it's 12-6. He buckled my knees. What the... Like, it's the dumbest card in the world. This card is retarded. Bert Blyleven, you suck. And I like Bert Blyleven, like, as a player. Like, I really liked him in real life. But, I mean, was it true that he just never fucking threw another pitch aside from a curveball? Like, is that a true thing? Because fuck him if that's true. Like, I know he had one of the nastiest curveballs ever, but, like, did he just not do anything else? It's weird. Okay, guys, we're going to move on to the program players now. Yeah, no, I agree, Hunt. I 100% agree with you, Hunt, Dash Madden, comma, 2K, and more. I love these fucking names. But I 100% agree. I think one of the best pitchers in the game is the 87 Jake Arrieta right now because he has, very, very good per 9s for a starter. His stuff is amazing. Jake Arrieta is nasty. Hank Aaron, yeah, Hank Aaron would be good. But the guys that I really get excited about are those 5-tool guys, like the Willie Mazes, the Mickey Mantles, those types of guys. I get really stoked for those types of guys. But okay, let's go to the program player guys. Do you want to do Ryan Sandberg or Felix first? I guess since we're on the pitcher bandwagon right now. Let's go with King Felix first. And let's do him because I'm excited about this card. I like him. Per 9s. His per 9s are very similar to the Blylevens. But a little bit better. He comes out, the Blyleven, I think, came out at, what was it, a 164. This one comes out at a 166. So slightly better per nines. And because of that, I think instead of giving him a 27, I'm going to give him a 28. We'll give him a 28. 28 for Felix Hernandez. Pitch selection, I love. If I were to create, create a pitcher and say these are the pitches that I would ideally want, this is about what I would pick. The only thing that I might change is I might put like a circle change in there. Maybe. That would probably be it, though. Other than that, I love his pitch selection. I think it's phenomenal. So, for that, I think 1 out of 40, I'm going to give this guy a 39. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. And then for stuff, I've heard that he doesn't throw hard. This card isn't worth the grind. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think you might be wrong. I like this card. But I heard that his four seam isn't that hard. And I heard that his changeup isn't there's not that much speed difference between his changeup and his fastball. That's a problem. That is a problem. So, you have to kind of take that into account with velocity and break and stuff like that. So that's going to knock those down a little bit. But his raw numbers are still good. And if we're doing this 1 out of 25, I'm thinking I'm going to kind of put him just like right down the middle, but just maybe like a little above or below. So I'm thinking either a 12 or a 13. And I think I'm going to go on the high end of that, and I'm going to make it a 13. But I am definitely concerned about the changeup and the fastball velocity, because that definitely could be an issue. So adding all of that up, we get, what would that be, a 67? We get an 8.0. Okay, so our highest grade so far, an 8.0. That's good. That is very, very good. I don't know. Do I want it to be a little higher? Did I miss anywhere? Did I miss anywhere, guys? Is there anywhere where this guy could be nastier than I'm giving him credit for? All-Star Hernandez is the best you'll ever get. The Golden Felix has no sinker ball. Sucks. Let's see here. What is that? Oh. Guys, I don't know how I feel about this one. I feel like I'm a little light on him. I feel like an 8.0 is a little light. I'm thinking I'm going to bump up his stuff grade to like a 17. And give him an 8.4. I'm changing my grade. I don't like doing this. I'm going to give him an 8.4. Because I think I was a little hard on his stuff just because of the rumors. Because as from just a raw stuff standpoint, 77.89 is pretty good. So an 8.4 for the All-Star Felix Hernandez. All right. Let's move on to the Ryan Sandberg. Wait, who did fucking Ryan Sandberg play for? Oswalt, what was Oswalt's fag? Just a second and I can tell you. I was joking, by the way, when I said who did Ryan Sandberg play for. Just a second. I have his fag somewhere. I like Oswalt, though. It's pretty close between those two. But you also have to understand that I have changed the formula. I have changed the formula from what it was, so that there could be some inconsistency there. Well, fuck, where did I put the Oswalt player review? Was that before or after the Kathy Griffin rant? Alright, if it's not on this next one, I'm just going to say fuck it. Okay, I can't find it, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what Oswalt's fag was. I'll have to go back and watch the video. Even if you don't think these cards are with it, you still need them for the Dynasty program. Yes, James Taylor, that is... that is definitely true. The Kathy rant? Yeah, dude, the Kathy rant was legit. I'm gonna do another one. There's an article online right now that I read somewhere. It's from like a month ago though, and it was talking about how there are like these new age mothers, these like feminist mothers who just had babies, but they aren't. They think that they have to get their baby's consent to be picked up and held. And like the whole premise of it was that like if you teach your baby that they have to consent to being held, then it'll teach them that their body is their own or some stupid shit like this. And we're talking about like pre-toddler babies. And I've thought about doing a rant on that just because it was so fucking ridiculous. I don't know. I thought it was really funny. But, wait, you graduated from USM Titan? When? What year? I started going to USM in 2008. That's when I started. That's really cool though, Titan. I wonder if we were in school like around the same time. Yeah, I know. It's fucking nuts, dude. I'm thinking about doing my rant on that. There's been a lot of like weird stuff going on. There's also, I don't know if you guys know who Anita Sarkeesian is, but she just, and I don't know if you know who Sargon of Akkad is, but recently at VidCon, Anita Sarkeesian was doing a panel on like harassment in online media, and during the thing, she starts berating Sargon and essentially harassing Sargon whenever she was giving a speech about how harassment is wrong. She starts harassing Sargon, saying that he's like a piece of human garbage and stuff. It was really, really funny. But I don't know. I've thought about doing that too. So yeah. Thank you, Alan Lynn Jensen. That is really nice to say. Oh, you went to the Long Beach campus. Oh, okay. So you're like from the coast. That I got you. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe I think that don't they have like some programs down there that you just kind of have to go to the Long Beach campus to complete? But I got you. That's cool. Yeah, we probably didn't meet. I don't like her, but let me harass you. Hello, you are a garbage. I am a garbage human, totally. Oswalt was an 8.5. Okay, so him and Felix are right around the same thing, but you do have to take into account that today I am using a different formula. Okay, guys, let's get on to the Ryan Sandberg card. I think that I'm finding these guys the same way that I'm getting the shortstops. I am 45, 35, 20. Let's start out with speed. This guy does not have speed. He is not that fast. For a second baseman, I think that would definitely qualify as being below average. They're not like, it's not like egregiously below average. So, for that, I'm just going to put it at a 9 and just call it a day. Slightly below average on a scale of 1 to 20. I'm going to call that a 9. Fielding, I kind of want to look at what Cano's fielding is, because this card in the Cano, this kind of reminds me of a right-handed version of Cano, which isn't a good thing. Like, if you have a right-handed version of the same card, it's going to be, like, inherently worse than the left-handed version of that card. Is that Cano a Yankee? Damn it. That sucks. Now I have to scroll through all this bullshit. Yes, he is a Yankee. Okay. Okay, yeah, so the Cano's fielding is definitely better. But the Sandberg's fielding is above average. It's better than a lot of second basemen. But I think it's kind of like, kind of like his speed is slightly below average. I think his defense is just slightly above average. So on a scale of 1 to, 35? 1 to 35, 21? 21? Does that sound right? No, that I'm going to say 24. 24 for the Ryan Sandberg, because he's good. He's good. I mean, he's a good, reliable defender. Yeah, for the Dynasty program, I agree. Yeah, he's totally a righty specialist. But Hunt, I don't have the time to. Once I get done with this, I'm gonna have to get off for a little while. But I may come back later on tonight and stream some games. But this Ryan Sandberg card, I'm thinking 24 is about right for his defense. Okay, moving on to hitting. He does get a big boost, and this is out of 45. So 1 through 45. He gets a big boost because he crushes right-handed pitching, and obviously that's going to give him, an advantage most of the time. Like, he's going to be a dominant right-handed hitter against righties. So that automatically makes his hitting like a 32 or something out of 45. Like, very, 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 very good. But against lefties, it's a different story. He has 55 contact with 77 power. I like that 77 power. That makes him usable. Like, it's not ideal. Like, if you had a guy that hit lefties better, it'd be a good idea to platoon, but you don't have to, especially considering that the 87 vision makes the 55 contact play up. So in reality, it's almost like he has 70 contact, 77 power with like 70 vision, if you get what I'm saying. Not to say that vision and contact are interchangeable, because they're not, but both can kind of make the other one play up or down. So that makes him a little bit better against lefties than he would appear. So with that said, I think I'm gonna give that 32 just a slight bump and say 36. I'm gonna give him a 36 overall as a hitter. I think that's fair, 36 out of 45, because 97, 97, 87, guys, that is very, very good. And you can't undersell that just because there's a left-handed hitter that does things just as well. So we're going to say a 30, what did I say, a 36? That's right. So that churns out a fag of a 6.9. 6.9. He was kind of hurt on the speed front, which might be a bit unfair. And he was also hurt on the fielding front a little bit too, just because he's not fantastic, defensively. Such an idiot mix of Kinsler and Granderson. Yeah, 36 is really good out of 45. He's got to be higher than a 6.9. K-Spots, I'm starting to kind of agree with you. Do you think I was a little light on his defense or his speed, or where? Where do you think I was light? Because I've got to change one of those things if I'm going to get him above a 6.9, because I do think this guy deserves to be in the 7s somewhere. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make his speed, I'm going to make it completely average. I'm going to put it at a 10 instead of a 9. And I'm going to say his defense is a little bit better than what it was. I'm going to say a 26 for his defense, and then I'm going to bump up his hitting just one notch to a 37, because he does hit righties really, really well. So when we do that, we get a fag of a 7.3. So we're going to mark out that 6.9, and his final fag is going to be a 7.3. I think K-Spots is right. A 7.3 is about right. I'd say he's very similar to Molitor. Now, I do disagree with that. What's up, Loganator? Ice Queen. K-Spots, yes. I disagree with that. That he's similar to Molitor. Molitor is, he's got much better speed. Much better speed. And his defense isn't anywhere near as good as the Ryan Sandberg. Like, the Molitor has bad defense, and he is, like, honestly, he's been a terror on the base paths for me. Like, he has been great for me running the bases, and he hits really well too. I don't know. I think they're different cards, but I don't know. Maybe in value, you're right. Maybe they are similar in value. He is better. He is a better Cano. Oh, Matthew, I disagree. I think Cano is way better. Or not way better, but I think Cano is better. Because the reason I say that is because Cano has better defense, and really he's a better hitter. But even though the Ryan Sandberg hits lefties better, like, are you really going to hit either one against lefties? Like, are you going to hit this card against lefties? Because I don't think I would. And I wouldn't hit the Cano versus lefties. I would have a platoon for either one, so I don't even really count in terms of whether I would use them for against lefties. If you're not going to use that, I wouldn't even like really look at their stuff versus lefties to make a determination on which one is better. So I would say the Cano is better for sure. Not like significantly better, but definitely better. But Ryan Sandberg has that great vision, though. Well, Cano's vision isn't bad, is it? Like, I don't know. Maybe that Cano has like 50 vision, and I just like haven't seen it. Like, I don't remember that Cano's vision being bad. Yeah, he has 82 vision. Like, his vision is fine. Like, that, I don't really see that as that much of an advantage. Like, hitting-wise, they're basically the same player, except Cano is left-handed. And that is an enormous advantage over a right. Like, if you're left-handed and you're the same player as a right-handed player, you're always going to have more value than that right-handed player. Always. World Series-minded players, I like that because it honestly makes me started... Yes, Hunt. It's kind of funny. I filmed one like 2 or 3 days ago. I don't think I ended up putting a video up that day. But I filmed one and I was getting ready to do the voiceover for it. And then I thought I was getting better from being sick. And then I went to go use the bathroom. And when I walked back in here to do the voiceover for it, I just sunk. I was sick as a dog, and I couldn't do the voiceover. I had to lay down and get some sleep. I was just so sick. And but I still have that recorded, and I may do the voiceover for it maybe tomorrow or something and put it up. But I do have another one of those recorded. So yeah, I do plan on doing more than those. More with those. The same with Sandberg, in your opinion. I don't know, that 55 contact, you know, he does have good vision. I don't know. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I hit lefties with Kinsler pretty good too, but I don't know. I think you're kind of underselling the advantage of having a left-handed hitter versus a right-handed hitter. Yeah, Parker, but you didn't hear me when I said, like, do you really, like, in all honesty, if you have Cano or you have Sandberg, do you plan on having those guys in your lineup versus lefties and righties? Because I wouldn't. If I have either one of those guys in my lineup, I'm going to platoon them, both of them. So since I'm doing that, I don't really take into account contact or power versus lefties because I'm never going to be using them in that situation. So you can kind of just take that out, look at their contact and power versus righties, their vision and their defense, and then and their handedness, and make a judgment based off that. And when I do that, Cano is the better player. So who would you platoon? Oh, I'm getting the Sandberg. I'm doing the Sandberg program for sure because it helps me with the Diamond program. Kinsler is still the best second baseman. Definitely an argument for that, for sure. when you platoon them early in the game or later? Probably immediately. Like I would probably bat them towards the end of my lineup, and then as soon as their spot came up, so probably like second or third inning. Yeah, no, like unless you dude, that's awesome. Who said that I turned them into a World Series player? Ryan Leitner, dude, that's awesome. I'm glad I could help. Yeah, the Sandberg is definitely worth doing because he helps you with the dynasty mission. I think if anybody said that, I don't know if I said it or not. If anybody said that, it was probably just like not worth the time investment. But I disagree with that because you get the other stuff too. Guys, I was thinking about it, and I think we're just going to do the Zobrist and the other ticket guys whenever they become available so I can have their attributes up there and everything. I kind of have an idea of where I'm going with the Zobrist, like what I'm going to give him and stuff like that. So, you know, we'll do that when they come out. But for now, I think we're going to wrap this up with a pack opening. We have 33 packs here to open. I think let's do this. Let's open up these 2 bundles to see what our toppers are, and then we'll go from there. So let's open these up. What up, NHL MLB Gaming 101? Sounded pretty gay. Practicing pitch recognition, stuff like that. That's really that's the way you do it. Yeah, totally. Even if you don't want to use the Sandberg like on your team, do the program if you can, because that helps you get some dope ass cards out of the dynasty program. Okay, we didn't get anything out of the toppers. Let's open 1 bases loaded pack, see if we can get a Kimbrel or Beltran, preferably Beltran. Okay, we didn't get anything out of that one. Let's open a few standard set 7 packs. We're not going to get dick in any of these packs, guys. Golly, dude, Tony Watson's been downgraded a ton. Oh, dude, Zobrist is amazing for a bench guy. Amazing for a bench guy. Like, he would probably be one of my favorite bench guys, like in the game, probably. I really like that Chris Owings card, too, for a bench guy. I think that's definitely an underrated guy that you could throw in your bench and be pretty happy with, just because he can play everywhere. You know, they just open up so many things on your team. That's what I like about those guys, is they open things up for you. You can get creative with your lineup. I learned a lot from your How to Pitch Like a World Series Player before MLB 17 came out. You do an update on that if possible. That's probably a good idea to do that, because I did make that video before MLB 17 came out, so it would probably be pretty good to go back, watch that, and update it based on like all the changes and stuff. That's not a bad idea. Do you know how many tickets Zobrist is? Yeah, I love Owings too. How many tickets is Zobrist, K-Spots? I haven't seen a price for him. I know he's not available for anybody yet. Like, is it on like the website or something? How many tickets he's gonna be? Oh, we got a gold. We got a gold. Who is it? Be a expensive gold. Evan Longoria. That might not be a bad gold. That might be worth a few thousand. Just because he's a gatekeeper for the BJ Upton. Or at least he was before Chris Archer. Oh, it's on the website. 40. Oh, well, y'all just gave me fucking 5 different prices. I'll go with K-Spots, 41.50. I don't think that's too many. Maybe too many for a bench player. Maybe you're right. But for him, like in a vacuum, like if you plan on starting him, like I don't think that's too many. But I do agree that for a utility player, that's pretty steep, I guess. Oh, we got a diamond ritual. That's cool. All right, let's open another bases loaded pack. See if we get anything out of this. Of course not. We get Marcus Stroman. All right. So we got a gold and a diamond ritual. Not looking good towards making our stubs back. Pretty much I I don't know. At this point, like the way the live series players are priced, like if you don't pull one of those diamonds, it's worth like 100,000. It's really not worth it. But you know, maybe we will. Maybe we'll pull a Mike Trout or a Nolan Arenado or something like that. That'd be dope. I'd be down. 2 Beltrons. I pulled the Kimbrel out of one of them. It was pretty sick. I bought like 2 and I pulled the Kimbrel. It was sick. I sold it immediately. Diamond level ticket counter cards. I don't know, Pens fan. That's a good question. What Zobrist Fag? We haven't done that. We're gonna wait for him to be discovered. Maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. Is whenever he'll be out, and then you know a little while after that, I'll do his fag and everything. I know what his attributes are. I just want to be able to capture on video. I could do it now, but it'd just be like a big process. It'd be easier just to wait for it to be on the game. But yeah, we'll do his fag. He's good though. I like him. His utility, the nature of like his utility and stuff like that, like automatically kind of adds to his value. I like cards like that. We're getting there. They just dropped the 50 gold with Adrian. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Oh, God, my legs are starting to hurt. Okay, we got a flashback. Billy Wagner. I'm totally down for that. I don't think he's worth that much anymore, but that's cool. He's a good card. One of the most I don't really know. How would you say that? Like, he's not underrated. Whoa, an all-star Derek Norris. That's probably worth 1,000 or 2. Just because the programs are out right now. So that's cool. Okay, let's open this last bases loaded pack. See if we can get something cool. And of course we don't. Alright, 8 packs left. Let's get a diamond. Hey, what's up, Luke Young? Sub to your channel. I don't know, like, what kind of content do you make? If I'm interested in your content, I'll sub to your channel. I'll check it out. Just got Chris Brunt. That is an unbelievable end of the game reward. That is awesome, dude. Good job. Okay, 6 more to go. 6 more to go. We pulled the Diamond Ritual and gold and 1 gold player. That's not very good. It's not a good return on investment. I spent like 42,000 stubs on these. I don't think I'm going to make it back, guys. I don't think I'm going to make it back. 3 packs left. Ugh. Okay. Let's go. Come on, diamond, 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 diamond. 84. Jerry Blevins. Fucking gay. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Fuck. Okay, guys, 1 pack left. 1 pack left. About 800. I had to buy him for a set. Get a diamond right here. Diamond, calling it. Last pack. Mike Trout. Let's go. We got 2 more X button presses. Are there, in the last 2 cards, is it possible that we get a diamond? Not right there. 1 press left. 1 X button press left. Diamond. Fuck. That sucks. Oh well. We got a Longoria and a piece of equipment. What is that Longoria worth? 5,000. Okay, that's not bad for a gold at this point. I'm gonna put him up on the market, sell him, and then that piece of equipment is like the cheapest diamond equipment thing that you can get. I remember that because I flip a lot of diamond equipment. I remember that was cheap as fuck. But yeah, we've got some stuff up, but you know, we'll make a little bit back, but not a lot. But yeah, guys, that is going to do it. We'll probably do this again tomorrow whenever the new cards are like out and everything. I'll review the rest of them, and maybe we'll play some games and stuff like that. So, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll stream later tonight and just play some games. I don't know. We may do that. I know I've got to go do some stuff right now. Dude, if I would have gotten Trout on that last card, that would have, oh my God, I would have came in my pants. But yeah, I know I've got to go do some stuff now, but I'll see you guys in just a little while. Hey, I'm streaming. My mom just walked in from work. She's home for lunch. So yeah, this is good timing. I will see you guys later. Peace.